Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper. It's time for another free Friday tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to use, well, let me get this out of the way here. We are going to use the Nothing's Better Than. This is such a cute set. I mean, it's got coffee, it's got cookies, it's got cocktails, and chocolate. How can we go wrong? So today I'm going to be using this little drink here, and I'm going to be using the Today Is A, the word cocktails, and then kind of day, and then that little cute little star there. So let's go ahead and get this going. I'm also going to be using the Ornate Garden ribbon, the stitched shapes. I'm going to be using the ovals. I've got the wrapped in texture embossing folders. We've got a sheet of DSP, our dimensionals, the holiday rhinestones, and then our paper. You'll find all the dimensions on my blog, beautyandthestamper.com. We're also going to be using Memento ink and a bunch of Stampin' Blends. So let's go ahead and get started. I took my piece of designer series paper and I cut off just a little strip here. So we have a piece of base cardstock, a layer piece of cardstock, two pieces of the Whisper White, one for the inside, one for the outside, a scrap of Whisper White for stamping on, and then a little 1.5 inch strip for decor. And then I have another scrap of the Calypso Coral. Alright, first things first, let's build our base. As always, just going to get that, move it out of the way for the time being. Second layer, we're going to move that out as well. This is going to be our piece that we use with the embossing folder. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. It comes with two. It's got this nice little stitching kind of there, and then these little guys which has the little dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece here, and I want this piece to be just regular, and then I'm going to want another piece on this side to kind of be regular, and then I'm going to take the embossing folder, line it up. So I'm going to scooch that over to use it kind of as a, there we go, kind of as a ruler, and then when it comes up there it's going to stop, and then I will know that it is straight, and then it'll have a piece on each side. So I'm going to run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now if you have not done the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and you are interested in buying it, I would love to have you buy it from me. In fact, so much so that when you do, look at that, how pretty. When you do buy the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine from me in the month of September, I'm going to go ahead and send you one of these embossing folders, the wrapped in texture. So I will send that out to you. That is the large one that is out as of now. It came out September 1st. So I'll run that promotion through the end of September. So anybody who buys the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine from me will get that. Okay, so we've got that run through. We've got our pieces. We're just gathering our pieces up here. I'm going to get our stamping. So we've got the inside piece and we've got this scrap. I'm going to grab all my little stamps here. And first things first, let's go ahead in the Memento. We are going to just put this guy in Memento Black. Just stamp it down. There we go. Now, I would not suggest coloring it yet. I would wait. Let's go ahead and we're going to run this oval, stitched oval, through the big shot. And then we're going to run the other stitched oval through the Calypso Coral. And then what we're going to get is this piece here, and then that piece there. And they're going to layer up very nicely. And now that our cutting is all done, we know we have it all centered. Now we can go ahead and color it. I'm going to set that aside still because we are still stamping. And then I'm going to take my Calypso Coral, and that is what we're going to use. So I have it lined up here, and it says today is a cocktails kind of day. I'm going to take this piece right out of there. I lined it up first, and now I'm going to take that piece out, and I'm going to get that Memento ink. Okay, we've got that inked up right there. I'm going to put this on here and stamp that down. Okay, so now we have that part, and now we just need the cocktails, and we are going to put it right back there in that center. Just where we want it. Make sure it looks nice. And then we just take off that piece and this piece. And now we've got that word cocktails right there. Well, I guess it really didn't matter, but just line it up here. And there we go. All right, so while I still have this out, I'm going to use the little tinker there. We're just going to put a couple of these little tinkers here and there. And then I've got one little spot that I missed. So if you ever have a little spot, don't be afraid to put one of those little guys there. And you can put another one right there to make it look like it's on purpose, right? So there we go. We've got some sparkly little things going on in our cocktails. Oh, speaking of, I have to show you this cool little thing I'll put at the end of the video that makes my drink sparkle. I made it, I love it, and it's so much fun. Okay, so we've got the middle, we've got everything done. The only thing we need to do is kind of color this guy here. And I'm going to start off with the old olive because I'm going to decorate the little lime here. And then we're going to do the little piece at the edge a little bit darker. Is that lime or what? There we go. All right, next thing we want to do, I'm going to start with the lightest color, and this is a dark So Saffron. And I'm going to have my drink kind of start here. we're going to make this all mix in. I'm going to go with my next color, which is the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to mix those two together. We're going to go in here with a little Calypso Coral. And then just a little bit of the Cajun Craze to darken it all there. Alright, once I get that all done, I'm going back over it again with the So Saffron just to blend it all in. And I think I'm going to put that in here too. Just do the whole thing. And just blend it all together. And that's going to look like a fun little drink there. And then for my stem, I'm just going to go with a light Pool Party. And I'm going to go ahead and go in here with the umbrella as well. And my umbrella is going to be a Pool Party and a Calypso umbrella. Super cute. Alright, now we are going to get our stamp and seal, and we'll go ahead and put this right on there. And line that right up in the center here. While we're stamp and sealing, I might as well do the inside of the card. It's going to be such a fun little card, especially if you're having a girls' day. Inviting your friends over to the pool or something like that could be fun. So there's our inside. Now we're going to put our front together. On this one, I am going to put it right down straight onto the card. And I like to do it sideways like this. I like to get those sides, that side and this side, nice and measured up. And as long as they're straight and measured up, it should come out to be a nice little border there. Alright, so we've got this piece. It's got the dimension on there from the embossing folder. We're going to take our designer series paper. We're going to run that along here and get that on. Now I'm going to just put this piece right in between. So I have a little thin piece of white on each edge. There we go. So you can see I have a thin strip of white here. There's a little bit of white here before the dimension starts. And now I'm going to take a piece of the Ornate Garden ribbon that it looks like it's an old olive color here, and I'm just going to measure this up to where I want it. I think I want it down a little bit toward the bottom. And now that I have that, I'm going to flip it over and put my ribbon. I'm going to just cut that a little short. Make sure our ribbon is nice and straight across. There we go. Okay. Now you're going to want to decide if you want this to be straight flat on there, or if you want it to have dimension. I am going to give this some dimension, so I've decided to put this one straight flat. I am going to use the Stamp and Seal. You can use Stamp and Seal, the Stamp and Seal Plus, or you can use some multi-purpose adhesive. Would be real nice, especially with the dimension that we've got going on here. So there we go. I also have a little piece for a bow. Now I did that off camera because you know that I don't know how to do that. And then we're going to put our dimensions at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a few dimensionals on there. This is going to go through the mail, so I definitely want to have enough on there to make it as kind of even as possible. Oh, I got 3 off pretty easily, and I'm like, why am I not doing this? So I'm going to line this up right where I think it would be good. And then you can put your bow right down here. You could put it right over here, wherever you would like to see your bow. Okay, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get some Stampin' Dots out. Maybe. Where did they go? Here they are. Some mini glue dots. We're going to put our mini glue dot right in here. And I'm going to put mine right here. Alright, we are almost done. The only thing I think we need is to get a little bit of that yellow around here. So I'm going to be using the holiday rhinestones. And just put on a couple of little rhinestones. Now, again, remember I told you you could go outside. If you go outside the lines, there's ways to fix it. I'm just going to put a little rhinestone there. I'm going to put a larger one right over here. And then maybe one right here. And a smaller one next to that. And probably just one more smaller one. You always gotta find that perfect spot. And actually, I don't think I love that. So if you don't love it, you can just remove it. And then take your little, this guy, and you can just get that glue right off of there. It takes just a minute, but it comes off really nicely. It will. Yeah, that's me, guys. Right there. Ready to show you what not to do. Again, as always. There we go. And now that I've done that, I'm looking and I think I might just put it right back on there because I'm definitely not happy with the outcome of that. But we're okay. When you do yours, don't put it there if you don't like it. If you do like it, put it there. It's your card and nobody's going to know the difference. All right, I hope you like this. I think it's super cute. All right, beauties. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you learned from my mistakes. And again, don't forget my promotion for all of September is going to be the wrapped in texture when you buy the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine from me. All right, have a wonderful day.